It was 2 years after the success of this film that James Garner once again put on his six-shooter for Support Your Local Gunfighter, a movie in which he was joined by a number of his castmates from this film we just showed, although it wasn't a bona fide sequel. But here to talk about our movie is Dick DeBartolo of Mad Magazine, an expert on the world of satire. Now, what are some of your favorite moments in this movie?
Well, the jail scene. No bars on the windows, and Bruce Dern, who's this terrible criminal, is saying to Pa, they said there'll be no jail built that could hold us. And he's being held in a jail with no bars because James Garner drew a chalk mark and then spilled that red paint and told him it was blood from the last guy who tried to get out. Very funny.
Yeah.
And Joan Hackett.
She's wonderful. Oh, she was so good.
That scene where she's trying to impress James Garner for the first time, and she's cooking, and she doesn't realize she has flour on her hands, and she does that, and she's full of flour, and just as she walks into the kitchen, she doesn't realize she set her dress on fire, and so this grand entrance. She was so good. She died very young, you know. We lost a great talent. Yeah. And Walter Brennan is very funny. There's one line in this movie that I always say, how did the writer think of that? And that's right before they go into the final gun battle. Walter Brennan reaches into his jacket, takes out a little pouch, you're not quite sure what it is, and gives it to one of his sons and says, "Guard these are my eating teeth." It's not a satire or anything. It's so out of the blue.
Right.
Very funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Very funny.
Where do you get your ideas?
Boy, I steal them mainly.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Your mind gets warped after a while. Even if I go see a very serious movie, I try to sit in the back row because a lot of the times I'm rewriting it in my head and everybody in the theater's crying and I'm thinking, oh, that would be so funny if this happened. So you just sort of get in that frame of mind, I guess. It's a blessing in a way.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Well, that you have the talent to do that. And also that you found your niche in which to do it.
I know. Well,
I mean, that sounds like a perfect casting, in Mad Magazine.
Right. My niche was actually on 43rd and 8th. And I found it very early in life. No, I just love comedy and satire.
Right. Well, you do it very well.
Well, thank you.
Stay with us. Up next, we have what may be the best movie spoof ever made. It's a mockumentary all about the world's loudest rock and roll band.
Tonight on Turner Classic Movies, Christopher Guest draws the fine line, "This is Spinal Tap." Then Carl Reiner directs the oddball New York set comedy, "Where's Papa?" And Jose Ferrer takes a chance on a hopeful young kid in Enter Laughing.